all I can say is that si Richard tsaka si Aaron bagay na bagay maging astronaut. O kasi pareho space out parati yung dalawa na yan. Alright, at the half, lamang ang Talking Text, 47-44 against Ginebra. It's been a thrilling first half, especially the second quarter. I mean, that was a shootout between the two teams, and naturally, JJ said it, Dominic, that Ginebra totally expected Talking Text to come out stronger in game number 2.
Well, they knew, they respected their opponent. That's a good thing. Hindi sila napag-iwanan sila in the first 2-3 minutes, called the timeout, and they were able to get back. So that's a good sign for Barangay Ginebra as well.
Let's revisit your do's and don'ts and find out, where these teams stand now based on the standards of Mr. Dominic Uy.
Well, for Talking Text, their do's is they need to hit it from the outside. 1 out of 18 in game number 1 is just unacceptable. Here in the first quarter, especially Ranidel del Campo was hot. Jimmy Alapag as well. So they were able to do that in the first 2 quarters. One don't is don't get left behind, and Jerome Jordan just knocking that ball out into the stands. And check out the defense of Talking Text. Napakaganda ng kanilang dinepensa rin in the first quarter. Pagdating naman dito for Barangay Ginebra, ano ba yung kailangan nilang gawin at hindi dapat gawin? For Barangay Ginebra, what they needed to do, they needed to share the wealth. They were able to do that. Kirby Raimundo was able to score. Josh Urbistondo was able to score. JJ Helterbrand was able to score. Even though it did not reflect in terms of assists, ang maganda doon, tatlong tao, iba-ibang opportunities, and they were able to knock it down. And don't think that it will be easy. That's again a passing mark because nakabalik sila. They did not think, they respected their opponent. They knew na hindi ganun ang ilalaro ng Talking Text kagaya ng game number 1.
But Josh Urbistondo, he was Mr. Impact. Remember, Ginebra was down 10. Urbistondo came in, and then nagbago yung takbo ng laro. Jimmy, always never afraid to take that big shot. He hit a couple of 3-point shots in that second quarter shootout. And so we have a 3-point game to start the second half. Ginebra begins the third quarter with Vernon Macklin, Chris Ellis, L.A. Tenorio, Kirby Raimundo, and Josh Urbistondo.
Balikan natin yung Josh Urbistondo factor. He's played 3 games for Barangay Ginebra, averaging close to 30 minutes a ball game. So that goes to tell you that he is definitely part of that rotation.
In time for Talking Text, they have Ryan Reyes, Jerome Jordan, Larry Funasher, Ranidel del Campo, and Jimmy Alapag. There's Larry for 3 straight, and just a bit strong. The ball na kay Ellis. Ellis nagmamadali. He will not step on the brakes, and he is fouled.
Well, Larry Funasher really giving up playoff types of fouls dito sa game number 2.
Ryan Reyes was willing to help Chris Ellis up. Tutulungan niya eh. Pero sabi ng Ellis, no thanks.
Kanina, hindi siya pinayagan tulungan nitong
Hindi si Harvey Carey naman yun yung tumulak sa kanya kanina. Beat the summer heat and book now at Microtel by Winham, Puerto Princesa, Palawan. For reservations, call 899-7171 or log on to microtelphilippines.com. Microtel by Winham, a better place to stay. And we'll stay here. This place,
napakaganda dyan.
Here's Ranidel del Campo. Larry really wants that ball against LA, but the entry pass wasn't in a good position for Larry. Let's go to Jessica Mendoza.
Nico, usapang depensa ang halftime para sa magkabilang koponan. Both teams felt like they were letting the other make too many of those 3-point shots. Sabi ni Coach Al, it's because of defense na nakadikit sila after letting Talking Text lead in the first half, so they need to tighten it up again. At para naman sa Talking Text, gusto nilang pigilan pa si Kirby Raimundo whenever he's on the floor, guys.
Well, Kirby has been instrumental in this ball game, scoring 11 points in the first half. He has the ball right now. Laban kay Ranidel. Outside Ellis. Ellis baseline has nowhere to go, but the ball ends up with Macklin. And Macklin is fouled. That will be the 4th personal against Ranidel del Campo.
He just came in. He just started out the third quarter. Hindi siya nagamit ng second quarter. And he quickly collects his 4th. And now, tough decision for Coach Norman Black. Sometimes as a coach, iniisip mo na lang dapat binigay mo na lang yung 2 points.
Because Ranidel is such a valuable part of the Talking Text game plan. So now he's forced to sit down. And mabuti na lang kamo yung si Harvey Carey, had quality minutes in the first half.
And even Rabah Al-Husseini.
Right. So Talking Text protecting a 2-point lead, 47-45. Here's Jimmy against Urbistondo. Over to Jordan, and Jordan will slam it home.
Wow. Perfectly executed pick and roll by Jimmy Alapag and Jerome Jordan.
So back to a 4-point lead para sa Talking Text with 2 minutes having gone by here in the third. This set taking too long, and they eventually lose the ball. Alapag against Tenorio. Shot clock reads 14. Conacher, hounded by LA. Empty pass intercepted. Here's Urbistondo. Urbistondo to LA. Back to Urbistondo. Back to LA. They're both looking at Macklin for the possible lob pass. Instead, here's Macklin. A wild shot.
Well, that's how tough the defense of Jordan has been so far on Macklin.
Here's Jordan at the post. Import against import. Jordan. Short. Rebound, Kirby. And Ellis gets the layup off. A nice dish mula kay LA Tenorio. And there's a foul on Ryan Reyes.
Well, LA Tenorio, pinpoint passing as well for the Barangay Ginebra point guard, finding his streaking wingman for the 2 points. You know, the beauty of an LA Tenorio and a Josh Urbistondo inside, minention mo kanina, hinahanap nila kanina si Macklin. Ngayon naman, pag sino man ang nagdadala, their eyes are wide open to set up their teammates.
Now I understand why that one fan earlier tweeted the beauty of Dominic Uy. Because you see the beauty of basketball and the beauty of that move by LA Tenorio, and Ginebra is on top, 50-49. Yun pala yun.
Na-figure out na
Yeah, finally. 8:40 remaining in the third, and LA making any plays here in the third period. Here's Reyes. Shot clock down to 8. And that will be a turnover. An excellent pressure defense by Chris Ellis.
Dito sa third quarter, I'll talk about the defense na pinapakita ng Barangay Ginebra. They've stepped it up.
Here's our Presto Cool Under Pressure play brought to you by Presto Coolant. Prevents overheating, works better than water alone. Now in a cool package. The ball is alive and will stay with Ginebra. Tenorio firing away. Kirby with a rebound. Kirby, Raimundo, put back.
Kirby Raimundo working off the boards. You know, he's not just content now just setting himself up from 17 feet. He's working the offensive boards, getting a 3-point lead for Barangay Ginebra.
Well, the narrative tonight has significantly changed from game number one. Game number one, Ginebra wallop Talking Text. There is no such walloping happening tonight. We've got a closely fought ball game unfolding right now. We are in the third quarter, and basketball is in the hands of Rabah Al-Husseini, and Al-Husseini will miss against the defense of Kirby Raimundo.
What Talking Text is trying to do now, Kirby's getting hot. They want him to be busy on defense, trying to stop Rabah Al-Husseini.
Here's Tenorio slicing through, sneaky move, 2 points.
Tenorio has made the difference here in the third quarter with his defense, his playmaking, and his scoring as well.
For more on LA, let's go to Jessica Mendoza.
Nico, sabi ni LA, lagi raw siyang excited maglaro pagkalaban niya si Coach Norman Black because number one, he considers him a mentor. And number two, kilala daw ni Coach ang kanyang laro, so he's always trying to make himself unpredictable when he's playing against him. So even tonight, nakikita natin, he's putting in a lot of effort despite his strained groin and his hyperextended elbow. Nico?
It hurts being spare parts there. Right?
At mahirap pa yung injuries ni LA kasi it's not enough to not make you play, but it hurts.
Maybe more, mas annoying than
Tsaka yung pwede mo lang gawin dun sa mga injury na gawin, pahinga eh.
you don't rest.
You don't rest.
Semifinals. I think a lot of people are of the philosophy that by the time you reach the playoffs and you play a lot of minutes for your team, meron kang mga aches and pains dyan na, like you said, serious enough for you to notice, but not serious enough to stop you from playing.
Kasi kaya mo ba eh.
Right, here's Raba, one-hander, go, and Ellis skies for the rebound. Ellis is on the move. He is not stopping, and he loses the ball, and it's stolen by Ryan Reyes. Ellis getting locked up here with Jimmy and LA telling Ellis, chillax lang, dude.
You look at what LA Tenorio did there, nakita niya na inis itong si Ellis dahil hindi natawagan ng foul yung kanyang fast break. And then frustration foul ang ginawa niya. So LA Tenorio trying to calm him down.
That's exactly what Alan Kaidik is also doing.
Technical foul on the talking text from one Texas.
Oh, technical foul on talking text for improper bench decorum. And now, Norman trying to locate who was displaying improper bench decorum. So it was team manager Aboy Castro. Okay. Oh, but JJ misses the technical free throw. Ginebra up by 3 as we near the halfway mark of the third. Reyes to Castro. Double team on Jason Castro. And Ryan Reyes. Dangerous cross-court pass. That's a no-look, mid-air, twisting cross-court pass.
And if you saw Coach Norman's face, that's what he thought of it.
He was not impressed. All right, we're about to hit the halfway mark here of the third period. Let's see if Ginebra can add to this three-point advantage. JJ had a solid first half. Here's Macklin. Macklin against Raba, and Macklin will miss. The blur on the move, all the way for two.
Talk and Text has been very successful of stopping Vernon Macklin, and when they stop him, it leads into fast break opportunities. You look at how many steps JJ Helterbrand was ahead of Jason Castro, easily 5. But Castro still finding the way to get the 2 points.
Just a one-point ball game. Carriers 1-point lead for Ginebra. And here's Macklin. He's unsuccessful earlier. Sends it to Helterbrand. Urbisondo, Helterbrand. Shot clock down to 4. Someone has to shoot here. Kirby does not know it. Shot clock expires against Ginebra.
When Barangay Ginebra made that run at the start of the third quarter, it was because of their defense. Now that Talk and Text is making a counter run, depensa din.
So pagkakataon para sa Talking Text na makuha muli ang kalamangan. We're up by as many as 10 points back in the opening quarter. Castro lost it. Urbistondo on the move. Urbistondo to Macklin. Get out of the way. And Aban said, no, I will not get out of the way. The country foul by Aaron Aban.
Alam mo na, ayaw niya ma-YouTube eh.
I mean, he was determined not to give Macklin a slam dunk. I mean, gagawin niya lahat, huwag lang mag-dunk si V-Mac.
Well, these two imports have been solid for both teams. Vernon Macklin, 25 points, 9 rebounds. In game number 1 naman, itong si Jordan with 21 points and 8 rebounds. Jerome Jordan. Mali, pang NSYNC yun eh.
Oh.
Pang-boy band. Pang-boy band yun. Pang-boy band.
Jeremy Jordan.
Hindi ganun kasi yung dating niya eh.
Tsaka di na sa boy ngayon. Mama na yun.
No, but the difference of the two imports is yung impact points ni Vernon Macklin is very different from a Jordan.
Oh, hard foul by Barakael there against Jason Castro.
Number 45, Mac Barakael, his
First personal against Mac Barakael. Castro complaining that he was chopped on the arm. So 2 free throws for Jason Castro. Talking Tex down by 3. Our Fresco Fresh Face brought to you by Rain or Shine Fresco, the first and only odorless and antibacterial and 100% elastomeric paint. Again, it's a 1-point game. Elterbrand pulling up. Rebound Castro. Alapag, Castro, Carey, Jordan, and Aban on the floor for Coach Norman Black. And Jimmy loses the ball. It's a 3-on-1 break. LA to Elterbrand to Urbistondo. No! Here's Macklin, and he gets fouled. And no basket. No basket, says referee Noel Gillingin. Quite emphatically so.
number 4, Gary penalty. That's a second. 2 free throws for Vernon Macklin.
Well, this is that play. Harvey Carey making sure that he held him down. And the foul was downstairs. But Coach Al Francis Chua telling them, hindi dapat pwede hawakan.
Nakisummer saya na sa Paddy's Point of 4 bottles of any strong beer. Any of the strong beers for only 100 pesos during happy hour or 1,000 pesos worth of food and drinks on peak hours. You get a chance to win 3 iPad minis. Tara na, kabarkada. Visit the nearest Paddy's Point. 4:09 to go in the third. Castro laban kay Urbistondo. Shot clock down to 8. Castro still has the ball. He goes in, attacks, misses, rebound, Elterbrand. JJ, kick out. Barakael, Tenorio. Here's Macklin. Shot clock down to 8. Macklin outside JJ. Shot clock winding down. LA for 3.
Every quarter, the level of play for both teams is going much higher.
They'll call an offensive foul on Larry Fonacher. Larry really wanting to gain premium post position against LA. LA wouldn't allow it.
LA Tenorio has been playing in the league for so long. He knows how to try to get out of being posted up.
So glad you could join us para sa ating live coverage of the PBA semifinals. Lamang ang Ginebra by 2. Here's LA runner. It drops in.
You know what I like about the offense of Barangay Ginebra now? Kapag tinignan mo, parang style din ng talking text. Anybody for Barangay Ginebra can actually create for their teammates.
Third, 5 on Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel.
Glad you could join us on this Sunday night. Kasama nyo yung mga loved ones. Yung mga kasama namin dito. Over 17 2,200 fans nakatutok in this game. It's been close. Apa misses. Rebound for Kirby. Just a 4-point lead for Ginebra.
Go into third quarter, Talking Tex already with 9 turnovers, and Barangay Ginebra only with 4. But Barangay Ginebra scoring 7 points of those 9 turnovers of Talking Tex, and Barangay Ginebra has only scored 15 in this quarter.
14 points tonight for Kirby Raimundo. 15 points rather. And a swipe. Urbistondo is on the move. Urbistondo is fouled. Napog siya ni Jason Castro. Magkaka-2 free throws si Joshua Urbistondo. Second personal against Castro. And both teams are now in the penalty with 2:03 remaining dito sa third quarter. Sila ang ating mga ulala, manang masa fans of the day. Mula sa masarap, malaman, mura at kain din kasi easy to open, ulalam, ready to eat ulam para sa masa. Mahal ng masa, ulalam, 15 pesos lang.
First time ko makakita na
Oo, rin, di ba? Meantime, here's Carey, attacks and scores against Vernon Macklin.
Harvey Carey will be getting a lot more minutes in this series. 6 points already for Harvey.
Another 2 minutes to go in the third. Here's Kirby. Macklin secures the rebound. Bagong shot clock for Ginebra, but Macklin says, I don't care. I'll make my move. And he missed it. Papigan ang bola. It's with Macklin again.
Extra effort for their import, getting that offensive rebound, 15 in total.
Here's JJ. JJ outside. Urbistondo for 3. Yes, sir!
Josh Urbistondo now with 12 points in the ball game, all coming from the 3-point area.
Meantime, a handoff para kay Jerome Jordan, and that goes awry. So, bola ng Ginebra, and they're on top by 7. Look out! Macklin! Kisses for you, Dom.
I'll share.
Of course, overseeing the proceedings tonight, Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud, our PBA Media Bureau Chief Willie Marshall, and over 17,200 fans witnessing game number 2. Now, impeccable timing for this run ng Ginebra. Just as we're about to finish the third quarter, they go on this pivotal run.
And how did they do it? They forced Talking Tex into 11 turnovers in this quarter alone.
So here's another chance for Ginebra to increase their lead. Lamang sila 66-57. Here's Kirby against Ranidel. Kirby short. And now Talking Tex can write the last sentence of the third chapter. Jimmy on the move, and he is fouled.
Much needed timeout for Talking Tex. They need to settle down. They're throwing the ball away, taking away those opportunities to be able to score.
Marcos Douthit, part of this mammoth Sunday crowd. For 2 para kay Jimmy Alapag. That will cut down Ginebra's lead to 7 points. seconds remaining in the third. LA wants the ball, and then he sends it over to JJ. JJ will take the last shot here. JJ Helterbrand fires. Got it!
Where is the DeLorean?
JJ is sending all of us back to the future. Pushing the hands of time. Ginebra labang 68-59 at the end of 3.
Fourth quarter.
Well, nagsimula na ang fourth and final quarter. Ito sa game number 2. This PBA semi-final showdown between Ginebra and Talking Text. For more on Talking Text, let's send you back to Jessica Mendoza.
Nico, Dom, tumataas talaga ang intensity sa huddle ng Talking Text. But more than anyone, it was Jimmy Alapag who looked the most determined and voiced his encouragement the loudest. Sabi niya, isang tulak na lang daw at kaya pa nilang kunin ang lamang. In fact, sabi niya sa akin kanina, he doesn't think that this team needs to prove that they have heart. But if there was a time for them to show that that was true, it's now, guys.
Well, certainly Talking Text has the reputation for never giving up. I mean, it's widely acknowledged that Ginebra is officially the never say die team of the Philippines. But you know, Talking Text, they've won championships because of resiliency, winning resiliency.
You know, if you look at Talking Text, why have they been dominant? Hindi lang naman dahil malakas sila and that they played well together. There are ups and downs in those campaigns and they were able to pull through. Barangay Ginebra, they want to write history tonight.
Meantime, here's Macklin. He lost it. Kapit na bola na bumalik kay Macklin, and Macklin will miss.
Para sa Barangay Ginebra, the locals helping out ang kanilang import na si Vernon Macklin because he's having a tough time. Most of his shots have really been very difficult.
Here's Urbistondo. Urbistondo steps on, breaks. We are in the early moments of the fourth and final quarter. And Ginebra, as of the moment, enjoying a 5-point advantage. Ginugulo ni Fonasher si Urbistondo. And a steal by Larry. Larry's on the move. Hinahabol ni Kirby. And Urbistondo! This save goes to Ranidel, and Ranidel scores.
Ranidel de Ocampo, a key piece in this puzzle for Talking Text. Now with 10 points, just has to stay away from his 5th personal foul.
Ranidel scoring a pair of baskets to start the fourth quarter. And Francis Chua, very wary of Talking Text gaining more momentum here. Tatawag ng timeout. Scramble for the ball, and Ryan Reyes finishes that wild sequence with a layup, and Talking Text is just within 1.
Back-to-back fast breaks for Talking Text. You can feel here in the fourth quarter, this is the 5 that they're comfortable with. Ranidel de Ocampo joining them on the floor.
Wow, how quickly did that Ginebra lead evaporate. Now here's Kirby against Ranidel. Remember, Ranidel in foul trouble, and Kirby throws up an air ball, so bola babalik sa Talking Text.
The difference of having a Harvey Carey in front of you playing defense, you can shoot over him a lot easier than a Ranidel de Ocampo.
Ellis comes in for JJ Helterbrand. Norman Black's team quickly bouncing back here in the early moments of the fourth quarter. Castro. Now picked up by Kirby. Castro with the speed advantage. Castro one-on-one. He fires, top of the key, and the lead is back with Talking Text.
Just like that, Jason Castro, 18 points in the ball game.
That's why he's the blur. Isa iklop lang, 18 points na. Now here's Kirby. Will he answer back? Kirby's double team. Pasa para kay Macklin. Punch pass para kay Ellis. And Ellis will miss. Bola tinapik above the cylinder ni Jordan. Here's Jimmy. Jimmy to Ranidel. And Jimmy says, okay, I will organize. Everybody follow my lead. Here's Jimmy on the move. Jimmy, layup is good.
12-0 run for here in the fourth quarter.
And there's a 30-second timeout for Ginebra. Jimmy and the Trop of Texters, wow, mounting a furious rally at the start of the fourth period.
Well, this is that defense of Talk and Text. Jordan tipping it out from the cylinder, starting the fast break of Talk and Text, and Alapag finding the hole in the defense, getting the 2 points. Now, we've been talking about Jason Castro with 18, Jimmy Alapag with 12.
Oh, Jimmy transcends points, transcends statistics. If you have Jimmy in the fourth and your team is trying to mount a comeback, it is immaterial if he has 15 points or 5 points. Jimmy is going to be a point of concern for the opposing defense. For more on Jimmy, let's go back to Jessica.
Si Jimmy yung nagkwento sa akin, Nico, na pag-aralan ng gusto talaga ng Talk and Text ang tape nila nung Game 1, an event that he described as not ready. Pero siya na rin ang nagsabi na sa ganitong sitwasyon, it's important to have short-term memory, and that's what he told his teammates. Kaya naniniwala siya na mas handa talaga sila tonight despite their growing injured list, guys.
You know, that short-term memory thing, mahirap yan because there are a lot of players, they dwell on their mistakes. They dwell on, let's say, kunyari, nalamangan ka, naagawan ka, you get blocked. But the really good players, wala, ano sila? They forget about it kagad and you move on. And if you're Ginebra, you hope that you forget about this big run by Talk and Text and you get back on your scoring track.
One of the best sayings or one-liners that I've heard from Coach Olsen Rosella, you're only as good as your last game.
Absolutely. Maybe even only as good as your last shot or last play. 1 point game para sa Talk and Text. 7.5 remaining in the fourth and final quarter of game number 2. And LA almost hits a runner. Almost, but not quite. Here's Larry outside. Jordan. Casual shot, and it goes in.
Both imports. Not really too much of an offensive night for them. The locals really carrying the scoring cudgels. But if he can hit a 17-footer, you'll be happy.
Why not? 14 points in the game for Jordan. Good help by Aban. Oh, Macklin gets away. And Macklin will take 2.
Well, I expect Vernon Macklin to be a lot more aggressive here in the fourth quarter. Nung first quarter, he was aggressive, but in the second and the third, pinahirapan siya talaga ng depensa nitong si Jordan. But now, he needs to be able to create for himself as well.
Beat the summer heat and book now at Microtel by Wyndham Boracay. For reservations, call 899-7171 or log on to microtelphilippines.com. Microtel by Wyndham, a better place to stay.
Diyan, di pa tayo nakakapunta.
Di ba? Ma-invita pa, bakit yun eh?
Why not?
Why not? It's rude to turn down invitations.
Especially to Boracay.
Okay, we're almost halfway done here in the fourth and final quarter. And Talking Text up by Carriers Point. Castro, Ranidel, Aban, Larry Felicer, and Jerome Jordan on the floor. Talking Text. 9 to shoot. Larry Felicer for 3. Good backside by Macklin. Here's LA. He sees too many white shirts here.
Felicer still scoreless in this basketball game.
Ellis on the left side. Babalik kay LA. Head to shoot for Ginebra. So it's import against import. Macklin misses.
Oh, Aban looks hurt.
Must have stepped on someone. Yan yung itsura ngayon ni Aban. But play continues. Castro against Urbistondo. Castro, burst of speed, maybe too fast. Here's Ellis. Ellis is on the move. And a preemptive foul by Aaron Aban, which of course does not stop Ellis from trying to go for a step down.
You know, even if Ranidel de Ocampo knew na na-foul na ni Aaron Aban, sinigurado niya na hindi na makakadunk itong si Ellis because that will get the crowd going.
Exactly.
So alam niya, hindi naman siya matatawagan ng fifth personal foul na dun eh.
Ellis, Urbistondo, Tenorio, Macklin, and Raimundo for Ginebra. Here's Tenorio for 3. Kyle Hooper. Marquez gets the rebound. Put back won't work, and that will be last touch on Castro.
The body's flying, even just trying to get position for a rebound. Hindi pa nila nakukuha yung rebound.
LA is down. That's a push against Fonacher.
Number 12, Larry Fonacher, his
Fourth personal against Larry. That happened even before the ball went inbounds.
And that's probably the most of a reaction you'll get from a Larry Fonacher if you call a foul on him.
What do you mean? But,
Hahawak lang sa buhok.
frustration. Frustration written all over his face. Here's Orbistondo for three!
15 points for Josh Orbistondo. 5 out of 7 from the 3-point area.
Time to shoot. Castro zigzagging. Here's Ranidel. He fakes. Shot clock down to 1. And offensive foul on Ranidel de Ocampo.
And that's the second offensive foul that LA Tenorio has gotten tonight. This is that move. De Ocampo running into LA Tenorio. And Coach Norman Black, the same reaction kanina. Di ba? Pangalawa na nga yan ni LA Tenorio. Tenorio getting good position.
The ball is back with Ginebra. They're on top by 2. And wild pass by Orbistondo. Here's Castro. Jimmy for 3 and the lead. That's a region against LA.
There's one thing na mapipick up nitong si Jordan in today's ball game is make sure when you get the rebound, tingnan mo kung nandyan si Tenorio because Tenorio will try to swipe that ball away from your hands.
Maybe Orbistondo will do the exact same thing. Alapag against Kirby. Alapag wants a clear out. Instead, they go to the post. Here's Ranidel. Ranidel is quickly fouled, and the basket is good.
number 21, Kirby.
Second personal against Kirby. And here's that move by Ranidel. Isang boteng Mang Tomas. Patok sa mga macho. Buhay nyo, Mang Tomas. Macho ganado. Well, that's what the Pocket Text fans want. The equalizer. A win will tie the series, but the question is, will Ginebra allow it?
Well, it's big to tie the series because we will have a long break after this ball game. So they will able to recover yung kanilang mga injuries.
Meantime, here's Macklin. And a reach-in by Castro. Third personal against Jason. And
Jason Castro is third. 5 on Pocket Text.
that will put Pocket Text at the limit here with 4 and 13 remaining in the ball game. I think we are going to have a wild wind-up here in game number 2. Macklin misses the first of 2 free throws. And Mr. Vernie Marquez, president of Ginebra San Miguel, part of our Mammoth Sunday crowd. And unproductive trip to the line para kay Vernon Macklin, and that will allow Talking Text to protect their 1-point lead. Here's Jimmy over to Jordan. Kirby just sacrificing his body to try and prevent a layup. That would be the third personal laban kay Kirby Raimundo. Third team foul laban sa Ginebra. 2 free throws para kay Jerome Jordan.
Another good pass that time by Jimmy Alapag, but that time medyo malayo ang kanyang import na si Jordan because yung previous plays, he was able to get that pass and just go up for the shot.
She likes Jerome Jordan. Says she believes in Jordan. And makisummer saya na sa Patty's Point. Available 4 bottles of any strong beers for only 100 pesos during happy hour or 1,000 pesos worth of food and drinks on peak hours and get a chance to win 3 iPad minis. Tara na kabarkada, visit the nearest Patty's Point. Patty's Point.
Gusto mo ng iPad mini,
sorry.
Doon yung sa kanina.
Meantime, here's Castro. Castro zigzagging, scoring. And Jason Castro now with 20 big points. It's a 3-point lead for Talking Text, 78-75. Ginebra struggled from the field in this fourth quarter. Here's Kirby. Kirby thought about 3. Gusto ilapit. Kirby, hand off LA. Shot clock down to 8. LA for 3. And Ellis with a rebound and a putback.
Anticipating where that shot of LA Tenorio was going to go, Ellis now with 15 points, rather 6 points.
Here's Castro. He scored earlier. And he will try and score again. This time, mula sa free throw line. And that is against Macklin, the third personal ni Macklin. Fourth team foul. Laban sa Ginebra. Jason Castro, always a force of nature. Whenever he's in the game and he's playing confident, he's healthy, he's strong, he becomes such a big headache para sa depensa ng kalaban. And Castro makes it an 80-77 ball game for Talking Text. Under 3 minutes remaining in the payoff period. Kirby against Ranidel. Kirby, top step, wild shot. And that will be last touch on Jerome Jordan.
I saw Coach Norman Black holding his breath yung pag-spin move ni Kirby Raimundo because baka ma-foul itong si Ranidel Del Campo.
Okay, Ginebra wants this timeout with 2:36 remaining in the fourth. Back in a moment. Okay, it's a 30-second timeout. Check that. It's a 30-second timeout, and we're hanging on here. Ginebra leads the series 1-0 by virtue of that lopsided win in game number 1. Talking Text right now is in a prime position to possibly tie that series. Lamang sila ng 3. And our Fresco Fresh Face brought to you by Rain or Shine Fresco. First and only odorless and antibacterial and 100% elastomeric paint.
Shot clock at 7 seconds.
So critical play, and Coach Francis Chua making sure na planado to ng mabuti. Let's see how this play unfolds. Macklin against Jordan. Macklin with a quick move, and he scores! And now it's just a 1-point game.
A little bit different yung offense na pinakita ni Vernon Macklin that time, driving to the basket instead of going towards the middle and going for that hook shot.
So now it's Norman Black's turn to draw some possible black magic on his whiteboard. It's a 30-second timeout for Talking Text with 2:21 remaining in the fourth.
Well, you can expect both coaches to maximize their timeouts when they can to make sure that they map out plays that they're comfortable with and they seem effective.
Here's a Coach Saver miracle shot. This was that shot to end the third quarter. J.J. Helterbrand. Letting all of us ride, take a joyride inside Ginebra's time machine. Pareho sila kasi ni Kirby na, with enjoying a career renaissance. Sayang si Rudy, kasama din sana, but Rudy Hatfield is injured and unable to play.
Suffered a sprained ankle in their practice.
Naka-immobilize na yung paa ni Rudy Hatfield. And he's in there he is. He is in civilian clothes. So back to the ball game. 2:18 na lamang ang natitira. It's just a precarious 1-point lead for Talking Text. Castro has been near unstoppable. He sends it outside. Ranidel from the corner, and it rattles out. Meantime, here's Urbistondo. Ginebra down by 1. Inside the last 2 minutes of game number 2. Raimundo. He fires a 3. It's off the mark. And the long rebound goes to Jimmy Alapag.
Now the defense will play a big part. What type of shots will you be giving up?
Here's Castro. Inside. Blocked by Macklin. That will leave Talking Text with 9 seconds to work with.
That's the Macklin effect. Intimidation. He hasn't really been doing much of that in game number 2, but that time made sure that Jason Castro would not have his 2 points.
Here's Jimmy. He can't shoot. He fires anyway. And the ball goes to Kirby Raimundo. So Ginebra can grab the lead on this play, which is why Francis Chua wants to have a meeting with his 5 players. The score is 80-79. 1 point lead para sa Talk It Text. Ginebra with 1 full timeout left. They have a foul to give. Let's see what Ginebra does here. They're down by 1. Tenorio, Macklin. Here's Macklin against Jordan. Shot clock down to 10. What will Macklin do here? Here's Tenorio. Tenorio, runner, no! Rebound, Aaron Abad.
Jordan able to keep Macklin busy and not able to go to his move, stopping that offensive set of Barangay Ginebra.
So exactong 1 minute na natitira in the 4th and final quarter. And the Talk and Text defense making a big stop earlier. And now Talk and Text has the ball, and it's Norman Black's turn to try and draw up a play that could possibly give Talk and Text a 3-point lead.
Ranidel, you're here. What's in the game? All right, Jimmy, Jason, we set this L down. When you come off, you got to set a good screen so he'll show a little bit. So set your man up before you come off. You're not trying to score anyway. Back him, then come off of it so this guy will show on you. Jerome, you're gone. Pop. Look for your shot. If you don't have your shot, once again, blare it and go. All right? Hey, stay here. Let's do this. Hey, Jason, you stay here. Larry, you stay here. Hey, Larry, you're here. Okay? Once again. Now, get the ball in bounds. Okay? You either screen for Jimmy or you just pop and get the ball. Okay, so make sure we get it in bounds. Jimmy, somewhere around here. All right? You see they're overplaying, just come back and get the basketball. Yeah, then give it back to Jimmy. Okay? Listen again. Oh, you got to really make them play you. The guy guarding Ranidel has to play you when you come off. They're going to trap you, so watch out. If they trap you, just back it up. Back it up. Make them come towards you. Jerome, go. Come and make the ball. All right, we got to get him the basketball. Hey, you don't have your shot or a drive. You cut Jason. Pass it, blur him, and go. Safety.
Did Norman just say, Jason, blur him, then go? Tama ba yun? Okay.
Ako ganun din yung pagkarinig ko eh.
Alright, it's been a battle royale. Unlike game 1, when Ginebra walloped Talk and Text, as you said earlier, no walloping happening tonight. It's a 1-point game. Talk and Text lamang ng isa. With 1 minute to go, Castro might be a key player in this play. To nobody's surprise if it happens. Here's Jimmy. Shot clock reads 13. Under a minute left. Jimmy, ginugulo ni Urbistondo. Shot clock reads 9. Jimmy still has the ball. And that's a foul by Barangay. A foul that Ginebra could actually give. Tapos ang penalty ang Ginebra. This will put them at the limit. Second personal against Barangay. So Talk and Text with 14 seconds to work with. Jordan. Now that ball will end up with Jason Castro against Chris Ellis. Jason wants to clear out. The blur is on the move. Here's Ranidel. Ranidel fires! Oh, yes, sir!
Big shot by Ranidel de Ocampo. 16 points in the game. 10 points in the 4th.
Ranidel has been in foul trouble all throughout this game. He nurses his fouls. And he makes big shots. A big fake, a big shot. Yes, sir. Talk and Text up by 4 with 33 seconds remaining.
If you look at that play by Ranidel de Ocampo, how did he get open? He anticipated that Tenorio was going to run at him. So one little ball fake, one dribble in, wide open for the shot.
16 points for Ranidel with the fouls and all. And now it's Ginebra's turn to try and bounce back.
Josh, you stay here. Quick goal, quick thing. Okay? Stay here, Josh. LA dito ka. Just stay here. You take out the ball. Matt, you stay here. Okay? When the center pick. Hey, good screen, huh? Good screen. Good screen. We'll go out. Okay, at the same time. If you pass, Jay, you feel right away. I can't give it to you. Hey, good. Out, out. Hit, fill. Okay? We need, if we don't have a 3, we need a quick 2. Then they play defense. Hey, is that clear? Huh? Hey.
Pag wala, kunin mo tapos din mo down.
Hey, matagal pa yan. Matagal pa yan.
Wala tayong time out.
It's important to know that Ginebra has no more timeouts remaining. And both teams are in the penalty. Ginebra down by 4. Mr. Dieter Ocampo, part of our Mammoth Sunday crowd. And let's see what Ginebra does here. Down by 4 points. Elton Brand starts to play. Here's LA. Urbistondo for 3. No go. And who gets the ball? Who gets the ball? It goes to Talk and Text.
Tough defense that was shown by Talk and Text. That was a guarded 3-point shot on Josh Urbistondo.
Remember what JJ said when we talked to JJ Helterbrand at the end of the first half? He said that they totally expect that Talk and Text would play so much better tonight compared to game number 1, because that's how Talk and Text plays. Let's listen in.
Okay, I gotta keep it in there. What's the final? Take the ball, you're here. Or Rome, you're here. That's what we're gonna do. Jimmy. Jason, you take the ball out of bounds. Okay? 5 seconds. Yeah, I need you in bounds. You gotta make a good pass for me, okay? All right, you got the ball out of bounds. Hey, Jimmy, you go. Larry, you go. Okay? Fake like you're gonna set a screen for Jerome. Pop back out. Jerome, come to the ball. Protect the ball. Protect the ball.
So 27 and a half seconds na natitira dito sa fourth quarter. And Talk and Text possibly 27 and a half seconds away from tying the series. This is a best of 5 semifinal series between Ginebra and Talk and Text.
Barangay Ginebra, they need to make sure that they stop this offensive of Talk and Text. Not getting that steal, so they're forced to foul and put Talk and Text on the line.
He will send Jimmy Alapag to the line. Jimmy with 15 points and 7 assists tonight. Steady from the free throw line. There's LJ Alapag. And the Yellow Army of Talk and Text starting their celebration. It's possible win in game number 2. Ginebra magmamadali. They are now down by 6. Here's LA. He looks for the 3. He fires. And the ball goes to Larry Fonacher. And this series will be all tied up. Talk and Text bouncing back here in game number 2.
Talk and Text really able to play good defense against Barangay Ginebra in the third and the fourth quarter, holding down Ginebra now to just 79 points as compared to game number 1 when Barangay Ginebra scored 101.
There's your big difference. Talk and Text team with a reputation for resiliency and having a lot of pride in the way they play. They battle back to tie the series. Imagine how huge it would have been for Ginebra if Ginebra won and led the best of 5 series 2 games to none. Instead, we have a series that's all tied up. Itong final score, Talk and Text winning over Ginebra 8